Hey, what's up guys, DiplexHeated here again, welcome back to Men of War Assault Squad 2 and the massive German hill fortress that we actually attacked using British and Canadian soldiers a while back. Today we're going to attack it again, this time only the British will be attacking, the Canadians are going to take a little break. And we're also attacking the fortress from a different approach. This is entirely different than the other approach on the other side of the fortress. It was too hard to get to the actual fortress. The defenses were too thick. So this time we're going to try and attack from the east. Hopefully the British soldiers and tankers attacking today should have better luck. We'll find out. The defenses are not going to be pleasant, but the terrain might be a little more advantageous to the attacking British. We'll see how it goes. Also, regular infantrymen won't be attacking today. I've decided to utilize some British Commandos. It should be pretty good, seeing as the troops defending are some very battle-hardened SS elite soldiers. The SS itself wasn't necessarily elite, it was very just fanatical in a way, but some of the very hardened regiments that had seen a lot of action were definitely very well equipped and trained, and of course very battle hardened, so you could almost count them as elite. So I thought it would be only fair to send them up against some commandos. So the British commandos will be attacking, supported by some Fireflies, Cromwells, and regular Sherman 5s, which was the Commonwealth version of the Sherman M4A4, I believe. We also have some paratroopers that will be sent in later if the commandos can't exactly finish the job during their first attack. So it should be quite interesting. The German defenses are just very vastly different. This was the side we saw in the first place, and look how just bloody horrendous this side is attacking. There's like a lot of water, and there's just some really rough terrain, and this hillside here is so steep and so well defended. This side is a different approach. This is the more homey approach, so to speak. Perhaps this is where the Germans would actually send up their vehicles and whatnot, seeing as there are roads and stuff. And it's also not as well entrenched, so the Brits should have an easier time attacking this way. But obviously there's a lot of Germans and guns and whatnot still ready to operate, so the Brits are going to have a bit of a hard time. Before we start the battle, I thought I'd mention something I said in the video I uploaded this Friday, which was my previous video. I said that you know, I wasn't currently making any money on all 2,100 videos or such that I've spent thousands and thousands of hours on over the last 6 years. It's not because I've been banned or because I've violated any rules on YouTube. It's simply because my partnership expired, and I'm gonna get signed again next week, hopefully tomorrow or Tuesday. And by Tuesday, it'll have been 1 week. That's 7 days. And since then, I have been working fairly hard, uploading videos and spending hours and hours every day doing this. And the point is, I wasn't really sure what I was looking for, but I was trying to tell you guys that I really just love what I've been doing. And previously, I have been receiving comments calling me a greedy cunt and whatnot, other profanities, and I just never understand what someone would have to think in order to call me that. Why? Because I've taken a battle worth of 40 minutes and splitting it up into 2 videos. And what? The 2 battles were vastly different. I can edit the terrain, I can edit the manpower on the ground, I can change the environment, I can create a more realistic experience. Never have you seen me actually just abort the center of a battle and then to just continue the same battle in a different video. There would always have been a difference with the scene, the setting, and everything else. It's for creative purposes. And now here I am working for free, spending hours and hours and hours of my weekend doing this and making absolutely nothing. Zero. And not that I'm expecting to make any, I'm so fortunate enough to be doing this as a full-time job. It's just, I have bills too. So I could sit by and just take a relaxing weekend and do something else and sit here and hoard my content and then release it all at once as soon as I can monetize again. But no, that's not what it's about. So please, keep your comments to yourself. I'm just telling you this to illegitimize the comments of calling me greedy. I don't understand. It's profanity. It's bullshit. Okay, before we start the fight, we want to find a suitable camera location where we can get a good view of the battlefield. I think this will do. So, without further ado, let's click start. Boom. And approaching the German defenses from the right side here of the screen, we have 2 Shermans and 2 Cromwells and plenty of British commando soldiers. 120 to be exact. Oops, one of the Cromwells have already been hit. That was the irregular Cromwell, luckily. We have a 90mm version of that Cromwell coming up closest to the screen. Its gun will come in very handy when tackling the German defenses. Boom, look at that. We also have a Sherman V and a Firefly. The V is just the Commonwealth variant of the American M4A4. And so far, plenty of commandos are moving up here with the supporting armor. It's vital to keep these tanks alive, otherwise it's going to get very, very tricky for the attacking Brits. And so far, one of the Cromwells have already gone down to the German AT defense, but the Firefly is alive and active. It just needs some repairs to get those tracks going again. Cromwell is getting awfully close to the German defenses here, and so is that Sherman V. Nice, I haven't seen such progress in any of the testing sessions. Sometimes all the tanks blow up instantly, and sometimes they just make it a little further, and we're quite lucky to see such progress being made already. But we have a lot of German AT infantry, not necessarily dedicated AT infantry, but hand grenades will be thrown, and that is going to knock the turret out of commission. Oof! One soldier was just killed from the shrapnel. I think his body... No, there it is. It was blown... No, he's fine. He was just blown back by the shockwave. Well, I expected the Cromwell to do a little more than that, but... it did make some way for the Commandos attacking. They have now taken up some pretty good defensive positions around here, and there's going to be some pretty close range fighting here between the Germans up on the high ground and the soldiers attacking. The Firefly is still active though, which is very nice. It's going to be firing from all the way back here, and I'm going to do them a little bit of a favor because I don't think they're going to kick into action too swiftly on their own. Just go ahead and repair the tracks as any bright man would, and I don't think there's any stupid British tankers crewing a Firefly. Be sure to cover the crewman there repairing the tracks. I'm sure the main gun will do fine doing so. Lots of commandos moving up. Have we dealt with the German AT? Yes, this pack is down, but there's one worrying gun over here, which is the Pack 40. It's active, but I don't think it'll be able to fire through the wall, even if it wished it could. Plenty of German MG42s. More German infantry down here. Some on the high ground. Some sort of a makeshift bunker, which was perhaps under construction. It doesn't look quite finished. Looks a little unstable. Now, how's it looking up here? German positions pretty much cleared out. There's one rifleman up here as well, but he's probably gonna die. There we go. He's shot back quite nicely by a Bren gunner. So the commandos can now move up on the high ground here. We have plenty of them back here, but plenty of casualties as well. It's going to be interesting to see how these commandos will do. The numbers are fairly even. There's about 80 or 90 German defenders spread out throughout this fairly large area. And there's about 120 attacking, which is a little unfair on the Brits, I'd say, but they do have the supporting tanks, and the Firefly was just put back into commission, so it's going to be rolling up now. And we also have 3 platoons of British Paratroopers that I'll send in later as well, which I think will add a nice variety to the fight. And I think they'll really need it, even though it's looking quite good for the Brits so far. Don't underestimate the close quarter situations up here. I've seen a handful of soldiers take out a whole platoon of attacking infantry in the right situation. It is devastating, to say the least. Now, these tanks are prohibited to move on their own will, and I intend to allow them to. I think in order to forward the battle in the right ways, I think we must allow the AI to carry on their will. And it might just get the tanks killed. That's the sad part, but it might also work in their advantage. It's a little like a card game. You just don't know what you're going to be dealt with. Every time you click start, that's a cool quote. That's like some Napoleon shit right there or something. Every time you click start, it's like being dealt a hand of cards in poker. You just don't know what you're going to end up with and how the cards are going to play out. That's a little corny, but nothing anyone will die of, hopefully. Look at these men. Alright, squad. Well, what are you guys going to do? Are you guys going to move up over the open ground, or... a few German kill-hungry soldiers up here. An MG42 gunner. Take a nice little look from these guys. Patronenkasten. Maschinengewehr. Maschinengewehr. Patronenkasten. Cool. Wehrmacht. Look at that. Oh, that's that Sherman, though. It's moving up. The AI is managing to move up. How glorious. This is well needed for the attacking commandos. I don't see any activity down here. a handful moving around. Too many have been killed back here. The real attack is going on up here. But paratroopers will definitely be needed. We're gonna see what these two tanks can do. This is so random. I had no idea they were gonna be able to move up like this. The AI is just... Sometimes it really does surprise you. But do stay afraid of the grenades. Shermans, don't move too close. It's like, no, I will. I won't. Oh, that's not a good sign. Oh, shrapnel knocked him down. Could have killed him. We'll find out if he died or if he was just knocked out. Yep, he was just knocked off. But he's alive. Is he going to climb the mountain? Hand grenade being thrown. That is going to knock it out. Tank crewman jumping out. Look at that Webley wielding bastard. Another hand grenade is going to be thrown. This time right on him. He's going to do a dirt dive. And then submerge again. That's weird. Everyone thinks that's weird. Wow, look at that. Firefly can't not climb. But more and more commandos are moving up. How's it looking back here? Staying down, in need of those paratroopers. I think it's time to send them in. Let's see what we can do. Let's take a quick look at casualties before we do so. And we can tell here that the yellow represented by the German is quite formidably split up into the sections that they've been defending. But are there really 120 British bodies around here? Surely there has to be more commandos alive. I just can't see them. They might be hiding in the tall grass or in cover. We'll find out. Let's send in the paratroopers. Alright, the paratroopers have been sent in. We're going to take a look at them in a second. But first, we're going to try and find out what's going on over here. The Sherman is trying to back up. And it's been tracked again, so to speak. One of the hand grenades will probably cause the damage to the tank itself. So, we have the 60 or... I think it's around 80 actually, as a matter of fact. And trust me, they will need the numbers. The German defenders are so hardcore. They're going to bring down a lot of defenders per defending soldier based off of their positions and weaponry. So we have half of that force moving up over here. And many of them are kind of running down to the center, but some chose to attack on the high ground. And the other half is attacking on this side, which is by all means not undefended. We have an MG position back here, and we have the pack that can fire some nasty Sprenggranaten and definitely do a lot of damage to the attacking paratroopers and commandos. It'll be interesting to find out how many commandos actually remain by the end of the battle. It's going to be a rare breed. Hand grenades being thrown. Look at that. K98. Close range fight. Oh! Bullet right to the chest. Just to the rib cage. Oh, and the sandbags are being blown back. But the Brits are not gin clear with their aiming right now. Look at the sandbags. Oh, just... enough bullets will bring him down. Just keep shooting, keep shooting, keep shooting. MP40 gunner up here now. MG gunner dead. But the man with the machine pistola will be firing. Many times when I pronounce German words, I do it in an Americanized or English way, so to speak. Simply because I'm speaking English, so it's hard to switch off. Although I have been used to speak German almost fluently, just because I did like 6 years of German in school. I do not have any problem pronouncing words and whatnot, but it's just sometimes I don't try all too hard because of the fact that I'm just in the mode of speaking English, and it's kind of hard to switch over sometimes. Sturmgewehr 44. You know. Did you know that you say to say a MG42, you say MG 42. You say 24. In German, they move the numbers around, so 42 would be 42, which is essentially 2 and 4. And MG 34 would be MG 34. So it's interesting. Kind of interesting. 42. Jawohl. We have an MG42 up here, as a matter of fact, and we have a few... But don't expect me to speak any fluent German, other than some German military phrases that I've just decided to memorize over the years. I did used to speak very good, though. All the times I went to Germany with my family and whatnot, I always spoke freely, and I always was so proud of being able to order food and pay for things and ask directions and whatnot in German. When I was with my dad in Berlin, we were going to go to the Technical Museum, and I asked this man who didn't speak a spot of English the directions to get there. It was cool. I've got to tell it. I got to hand it to you. Anyway, für Deutschland, wir kämpfen. Yeah, you guys are fighting hard. How's it looking on this side? Not... Oh, we're just making our way up here. Look, they've opened a causeway over here. Damn. Soldiers being gunned down. Oh, that's gruesome. That is gruesome. Stellung bleiben! Look at that guy! Oh, nice! That was so tense, so close. This is bloody gruesome. Look at that, paratroopers taking the trenches now, but they're being gunned down. Hopefully this won't turn into one of those pointless slaughters. How's it looking over here? Well, let's look at English. Let's look at the minimap. Okay, Brits attacking in blue, German defenders in red. We see that they've taken the positions up here. And right now they're about to take things over here. I'm gonna swap off the minimap and go back into spectating the beauty of this battle. One German defender still staying pretty hardcore here, and I think he's an Obergefreiter, or perhaps a Rottenführer. Obergefreiter. Oder ein Rottenführer. Ich weiß nicht. Bren Gunner has taken up an old position in the MG bunker. Listen, with a little bit of suppressing fire. Oh, don't miss! Do not miss when you're facing an automatic weapon. Mate, listen, get owned. Do not miss when you're facing off against an automatic machine gun. Or a STG-44 of that sort. This MG gunner's gone down. I don't know why. I think he might be changing his barrel, as a matter of fact. One was hit. Oh, both of them were gunned down now. Nice. Look at the casualties, though. It'll be interesting to see later. Machine gunner putting some suppressing fire up in the bunker. Hand grenades being thrown. Listen, I'm going to take some direct command of these gents here, because they're a fun bunch. And we're going to clear out up into this bunker. We're going to do a little clear out session. So let's follow these guys as they get on their clean out sesh. Ooh. Damn. That is what I call suppressing fire. And there's one man alive in there. He's under the world of hurt and he was just shot down. There we go. British soldiers have captured the bunker. But there is an MG-42 gunner up there to their right. I think they'd be very eager to deal with him. He can't seem to return fire. I think his weapon might be out of range. Damn, I was just gonna get him to get off the gun. I wouldn't want to see a brave German soldier die like that in vain. I do care for the men on the ground, even though they're just little. It symbolizes a whole lot more. Men who could sit next to each other and have a beer. They'd ordered the beer differently, of course, using the fingers in different ways, but I'm sure they could both enjoy a British stout, perhaps a German Weissbier. Yeah, Weissbier. Listen, this is cool. I think it's gonna end up with someone's death, but I'd want to try it out. Okay, it works. Someone's forgot to turn the ladder around. Mapper, mapper, mapper. Casper, Casper, Casper. That's gonna end into people's death. Don't forget to change the ladder around. Now we have cleared out practically everything. There is a German soldier remaining here. But since he's so irrelevant to the fight itself, I don't want him causing unnecessary damage to the British boys attacking. That was a weird accent. Are you sure you're British? Ready when you are. Yeah, ready when you are. Oh god, that is not good at all, is it? Jesus Christ. Listen, I'm going to do you a favor. I'm going to send you back into your German bunker where you can defend yourself. Oh, run, Hans, run. Okay, now, how do we get the rest of the AI here to actually engage the enemy? Look at this! Where have you guys gone? No, 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 no. What? They've run around the entire fortress. 3 men just came running from this side. They're not supposed to use that side, but they did. That's cool. Okay, you guys, troop standing by. Move up, move up. And you, did you repair yourself? Fix yourself before you wreck yourself again. There we go. There we go. So, can I slow things down just to make things a little... Just to clarify a few things. We need to take this right there. Every British soldier must know their duty today. It is to take and secure this fortress. If the Germans can hold out, then I'm sure they'll deserve that well-deserved victory. Look at that, Germans being gunned down. So much suppressing fire on the defenders down in here. I can't see anything. How many bullets does it take to kill one German defender? There we go. One, it turned out. Just, it needs to hit. And a hand grenade for good measure. Oh, there's another one alive. He's dead. Shrapnel hit him in the side. This is where it's going to get tricky. There's an MG42 gunner up there. And infantry. Listen. He was hit. I love my new accuracy mod. It's like, it can be annoying at times, but in moments like this, it just makes for a cool firefight. Sooner or later, he's gonna get hit. We both know that. It's just... This is cool. That's why we do this. Because it's cool, and he could be James Bond. A German James Bond. Okay, the Brits are gonna come pull off to the side. What's the rest of British manpower looking like? 4 more over here. Well, that's nothing to be ashamed about. That's some good manpower. Why don't we get the tank crew? Like, why don't you guys come here with your Webleys? They're bloody cool. Oh wow, there's not even a tank command thing. Listen, come here with your Webleys. I want your Webleys. Sounds like a Grammy award. Yeah, I've won 4 Webleys. Cool. Look at this corny ass fucking Web Awards. I hate some of the Web Awards. Like, what the hell, man? Some of it is just not cool. Oh, damn, he just blew 2 British soldiers back. We saw that, just briefly. Why has no one yet killed this man? There we go, shot his bloody head off. Or his helmet, at least. Yes, you've done so over the last 2 minutes at the same target. Where are the Webleys? I think the Webleys might be the savior of the day. There does... Ooh, no, I'm not sure what I just did. There does happen to be an AA gun. 2 AA guns, both very active, too. I'm not sure how they're going to deal with them, but... It might be wise to treat the situation a little bit with more caution than that. Just because I'm a sucker for some cool result. I'm gonna send this guy around. Come on, dude! That was bloody close. Yeah, so do I, because my butt cheeks just like shrunk. No, it's still firing. Well, that's an eye for an eye, isn't it? Let's run up. Come on, how are our men ever gonna win this battle if they can't just get a little slack? Now it at least turns into something cool. Look at that! Webley! Headshot! Ooh, Commando down! Two Webleys. Oh my god, you killed one! They hit one! Look at these. Pistoleros, 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 elameros, españolos, mexicanos. Yes! Oh! The tank crew secured it. Oh, nah, it was awesome. And someone's gonna be whining like, 9. You're not. You didn't let him win. But come on, guys. This fort has been under attack for 2 times now. And for me to be able to, like, historically put something behind me, like a fort battle, what would happen with German 2 if there was this massive anti-air fortress just still standing? And we could bomb it with air force and then it wouldn't be fun. Or we could storm it and take it, but make it one hell of a fight. Despite the end result, make it one hell of a fight. There's literally 5 men standing, and 4 of them are tank crew. One of them is a paratrooper, it's a sergeant named Andrew Robinson, section commander. The rest are dead. Every single commando that set foot here on this battle today dead. And almost every one of the paratroopers, 99%, 95%, 87%. Devastating. Hope you guys enjoyed the fight, and I'll see you guys soon again. Ciao.